thinking about the insinuation.
Id's insinuation.
Yeah. I was really hoping Brontes' thing would give it the problem on wisdom saving throws.
Oh, with the minus 1d4?
Yeah.
That was size thing. That's Mind Sliver.
No, well, Brontes' thing, like for Vinebright right now that it's on fire, it's the constant is that.
Oh no, that's not from the spell. That's specifically a negative trait of Vine Blights. If you light them on fire, they become frightened, and then they have disadvantage and everything. That's specifically because he happened to hit that damage type on that specific creature. That's not from his spell.
All right. Well, I can really regret this, but I'm gonna try it.
Are you within distance?
Yes, 60 feet. I'm good. I'm at 35.
Okay, so you're casting Id on the Star Touch Amalgamation.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, please click the spell so that I can remember what the saving throw is, and then, let's see. You unleash a torrent of conflicting desires into the mind, or many minds, it would seem, of one creature you can see, impairing its ability to make decisions. Make a wisdom save or be incapacitated. At the end of each of its turns, it takes a d12 psychic damage, and it can make another wisdom saving throw. This is a very big spell. Incapacitated is a very powerful debuff. Let's see the wisdom saving throw of the threat from beyond the stars. It succeeds.
No!
It has a +0. It rolled a 12. It does, however, I believe it does, however, still take the damage. So it takes 2 psychic damage. It does take that. But it is not. I'm sorry, it would take half. It takes 1 psychic damage, and it does not become incapacitated. That is your final spell slot, and you watch as your spell reaches out, and you watch as it almost all the vines and all the tentacles and all the mouths and all the gibbering ceases for a second, and you think you've frozen it in some sort of mental attack, enough that Onyx and Calyx could deliver the finishing blow, and then a will stronger than your own from seemingly somewhere far further than where you are standing or where your enemy is standing pushes back against your magical abilities. You are simply too weak in this moment, and it overrides the negative effects of your spell. Do you have a bonus action?
I completely forgot I could have attacked. No! Never mind, ignore me. I'm sorry.
That really sucks that you got a freaking 12.
It sucks for you. I'm really glad I did. I hate when my monsters get incapacitated.
I know. I took a good gamble on that one. All right. Well, yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Do you want to stealth again?
Why not?
Sure, roll stealth.
Why not?
Brontes, you see Cole hide and you don't know where he is. The Star Touch Amalgamation looks over. Oh, there he is, and just sees you.
All right, I'm done.
Okay. Sai, it is your turn.
It's gonna be my turn.
What do you do?
Sucked.
Now, I want to say, you see that this amalgamation, despite all its terror, despite all the fear you feel in your heart from your nightmares, you can tell it is taking damage. It is bleeding this black goo in places. Tentacles have fallen off. Some of the corpses it has absorbed have been shattered and broken into pieces and are falling off and rotting away. Almost all the blights are dead. All of its minions are gone. You are slowly making progress. What do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do indeed? Actually, important question. How many spell slots do you have left?
I have 2. Wait.
Because you've already done like 3. You did Dragon's Breath and then 2 Chaos Bolts, so you should be running low.
Yeah. How many do I have as a sorcerer? I was trying to look that up.
However, your sheet has them written down on it on the spells tab. It tells you 2 of, however, or like 1 of, like it will say like 3 of 3, 2 of 2, and then you mark them.
4 of 4. Hello?
Yeah, well, 4 of 4. You're supposed to be subtracting those as you cast them, so you definitely don't have 4.
Well, yeah.
So you should have 2.
So 4, 2 of 2.
Yeah.
For the 1, and 2 for.
What do you have? You have 4 first levels and 2 second levels.
Oh wait, no. Now I have 1.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm confused.
If it says 4 of 4 on your first levels, it should be 2 of 4 because you've cast 2 first level spells.
Yeah.
And then if it says 2 of 2 on your second levels, it should say 1 of 2 because you casted 1 second level. Which means you are on like a half tank of gas for your spells. So I continue your turn.
Sounds like
gonna-
we just jumped on Mario Kart.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion right now.
Um,
Abu comes down and gives you a red shell.
thanks.
Can I get a
have
blue shell?
What'd you say? Sai?
I'm gonna do Mind Sliver, I guess.
Mind Sliver again? Okay. Click it. Click for damage. Three. It is an intelligence save. DC 13.
Come on.
10. It fails. It takes 3 psychic damage, and it now has a minus 1d4 on its next save. Do you have a bonus action?
Bro. It's only Dragon's Breath, and Calyx currently has it, so
Okay.
no.
In that case, is your turn over?
Yeah.
Can anybody give a spell slot?
In that case, it's now the host with the most. Ophis' time to shine. Initiative count 20. Which means it's time for, let me hear it, audience, another lair action.
No!
The next person is Brontes. Please roll me a 1d3, re-rolling 2. A 3. You know what that means, folks at home.
Wait, he's smart. He's smart.
Oh, no, it doesn't hit him. Remember, it hits someone randomly. So, starting with Onyx, you are 1. I'm sorry, Spider, Ataraxia, you are 1. Onyx, you are 2. Calyx, you are 3. Cole, you are 4. Brontes, you are 5. Sai, you are 6. Flower, you are 7. Brontes, please roll a 1d7.
Please hit 7.
You want the kid to take psychic damage?
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, Addie.
Ataraxia. Poor, sweet Ataraxia.
Yeah, the kid's a liability.
Make an intelligence saving throw. DC. You don't know yet. I don't remember. Oh, no, I told you already. It's DC 15 intelligence.
Ice Spider.
Oh, no, it's your wild shape. You use your intelligence modifier. So it's Ataraxia's intelligence.
I can use my intelligence
Yes,
modifier?
You can. Yes, you can.
Oh, thank God.
It's an intelligence save, DC 15.
Please.
Ooh.
My God.
Last time I
Are you
checked,
kidding?
a 6 is below a 15.
Celebration,
That means,
bud.
Brontes, do me a favor, roll 1d6 psychic damage, because I think that takes her out of spider form, and that makes her edible. 4 damage to the spider. Is she a human again?
My plans for my fucking turn.
So that does, I believe that's 1 damage to the spider, and then Ataraxia would then take 3, and I will give you your token back. The spider disappears. It's Addie.
Just stashing these in the corner.
Yes. Well, actually, I don't need these anymore because she's out of wild shapes. And then, so just mark off 3 health because you get the overflow damage. And now the best part. Roll me a 1d8 to see how many days it gets to suck memories from. This is a big roll. Hopefully she rolls a 1 and he gets to suck the memory of meeting the king. Yeah, you do it. Yeah, you do it.
Oh, shit. Please.
Roll one. 3. Okay, 3 days into your adventure, where were you? First day was getting out of the tomb. Then you spent all day getting to the fort. Then there was all the rat stuff. Second day got to the capital. Second day was the capital. You met the king that day. The attack by the face assassin was all the first 2 days. So 3 days. You met the king on the day you fought the face assassin, which means 3 days is after you rested. It's after you rested at the hotel, which means anything that after you took that long rest is viable, which means it takes the memory of everything that happened at the orphanage. So it sucks the memory of your planning meeting of what town you were going to bring the girl to.
That's a problem.
But you don't know that it
I
took.
love the-
You don't know that it took specifically that memory. You just know that it something about your memory. It took something along to lines, like something about that memory. It wormed its way into your mind, and it is copied memories from that day. You just don't know specifically what memory. And it once again appears sated. Ataraxia, it's your turn. Crying is a free action.
You don't need to keep saying that, sir.
Yes, I do. Because if she wasn't a giant spider before and has shrunken down outside of its hit range, boy, would she be crying.
I'm outside of its hit range, which means I don't have to disengage to move.
Yes, because you were 10 foot wide. So then when you shrank back to normal, you're now 10 feet away. Because, like, see how there's that one square gap? It only has a 5-foot reach. It's a blob. So you technically don't need to disengage. Which means, yep, that's exactly what I thought you would do. You will watch Ataraxia goes, anyway, and then fucking Looney Tunes sprints and a cloud of dust appears behind her. Ataraxia, that is your movement. What do you do for your action and bonus action?
Nothing.
Sorry. Quick question.
Quick answer.
If I were to cast Sleep,
Yes.
it says that it's a 20-foot diameter sphere around the target creature. So does that mean it would put Calyx and Onyx to sleep as well if it worked?
It would start with whoever has the it would start with whoever has the lowest hit points. So if Onyx has less hit points than it, then it would put Onyx to sleep first.
Okay, so like it would hit allies. Got it.
Yes, it's all creatures within that box. Now, granted, you could put that box like all the way up, like because it's a huge creature. You could make the box like over here, like you put the box here and then it hits it, and it would only hit it.
Oh, it just said 20-foot diameter around target creature. I assumed I had to hit target the creature, and then it was anything within a 20.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
but, like I could just
I'm
like an area.
I mean, I'm letting you be like a little loosey goosey with it, but also like you know that the way that spell works, it starts with the lowest amount of hit points, and it's like you need to roll then more than the hit points of the thing you're trying to put to sleep. And this thing, you're intelligent enough to know that this thing looks fairly healthy because you could see the hit bar. That you're pretty confident it probably wouldn't work the way you think it's going to work at this stage. It would definitely work on it would definitely work on the Vine Blight. Because you know Echo can't be put to sleep. So if you put it over there, you know it would work. But he's also currently on fire and freaking out, so.
It's like 40 points. I don't feel like it's worth it to put it to sleep at that point.
Up to you.
It's like worth it.
Do you know what's great? While she's thinking about what she wants to do, I can hear the gears in Calyx's player's head turning. Of like...
Oh, I already have my move planned. It's all good.
Because, dude, I can hear his plan in his head, and it centers on, man, I hope he doesn't roll above 20 2 times against me.
Oh, buddy, I got a different plan. It's all good.
Addie, do you have your plan?
I think so. Just checking something.
Change the music up again. Keep it
I think I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom.
Ooh, very good spell. Very good spell. Please click Wither and Bloom for the audience.
I love Wither and Bloom.
Okay, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
It's gonna roll a fucking 12 again.
It rolls a 4 plus 3 for a total of 7. It fails. As a result, it takes 11 necrotic damage.
You had the Mind Sliver hit, so
Those 11 points also go to my ally.
Cole, you are absolutely correct. So that -4 activates on the one it already failed, and its 7 goes down to a 3, and he still fails. And now
It didn't really matter, though.
No, but now the next time you cast a spell, he doesn't have the 1d4 anymore.
What the?
The important part is the second paragraph, guys.
Yes.
Yes. Those 11 hit points that I just took are going to Onyx now.
Okay, give me a sec. My thing just did the thing again.
His roll 20 keeps crashing.
I don't know why roll 20 keeps crashing on me. It's weird. It's never done this before.
Okay, and yeah, you're right. Onyx, you can now roll a hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll plus the spellcasting ability modifier of Ataraxia.
So I'm rolling one of my hit dice?
Yeah, you roll one of your, just roll whatever. I think you're like a 1d8 or a 1d10. Just roll a 1d8 or a 1d10.
That's a d10.
Okay, so roll 1d10.
Do I have to take it off of my hit dice? Then?
No, you're marking it off, but you're not rolling. Yeah, that. Okay. So now you mark your hit dice down by 1. You rolled a 9. Ataraxia, what's your spellcasting modifier?
I don't know how to tell that.
It's your wisdom. It's your wisdom score. So what's your wisdom score?
Oh. 2 or 14.
14. So it's plus 2. So Onyx, you heal 11 hit points.
11 altogether.
11 total. Yeah. So you go up from 18 to 29.
That's pretty nice. That's really nice.
Thank you.
That is a very good roll for a hit dice. That could have been 3 health. And then
3 health's still better.
That is why Ataraxia is the healer.
With damage.
With damage. It's
Healing
very
with
versatile.
pain.
Now, that is your action. You did not de-transform. You got beat out of your form. So you still technically have your bonus action if you'd like to do something as your bonus action. You are out of wild shapes, but I don't know if you have any like bonus action cantrips or whatever. I don't know if you have any of that stuff. Or if you're...
I don't think...
Yeah, because
the only bonus action I can find is another leveled spell, which wouldn't...
Yeah, which would
can't do.
Yeah, you currently cannot use. In that case, if that ends your turn, it is now the orc with the most, Calyx. It is now your turn. You are staring down it.
So I'm going to stab it.
Smart
Why
plan.
is this turned into a game show?
Because I need to keep myself entertained. With a 7, you do hit it. Please roll damage. 6 slashing. It takes 6 slashing. It does not appear resistant to slashing damage.
And then I'm going to use Unleash Incarnation to have my Echo attack Vine Blight 3 at the same time.
Roll against Vine Blight.
Let
It is significantly easier to
update
hit.
my sheet.
It hits. Roll damage. You need to do 4 damage to kill it. 6 damage. It dies. You watch as your Echo cleaves it in 2. There are now no more Vine Blights left on the map. They are all dead.
For now.
Oh, that's...
Okay.
And you don't know how happy I am about that.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Because they're going to start spawning in now.
Oh, I'm not that mean. I won't simply add more ads. That's cheating.
Bullshit.
It just means that things that have to do with those ads no longer function.
So I can go like this
Which
and then
means
like
the
this and
layer
then like...
action is changing.
Someone figured it out.
So that's 30 to get it there, but I could just
I
go...
immediately thought about that, but I figured we'd figure it out when we got there.
I'm just gonna move the Echo
Okay, fair enough.
towards the guy, and then because I have not...
I believe you're out of attacks, unfortunately.
Correct. No, that's fine. I'm going to... Calyx is going to kind of tap his shield with a sword, and you will all watch as the sun in the middle of his shield begins to bleed magma all the way down his shield, and I'm going to activate the Gem of Infinity Protector.
Excellent. So your gem is now activated, infusing your shield with the flames of a fire giant soul. You watch as Calyx burns with fury and fire alike. And you end your turn?
Yep, that'll be it.
It is now Onyx's turn, as he still shares an initiative with the amalgamation, but has a higher dexterity score. Onyx.
I can hit from where I can hit from where I currently am.
Yes,
right?
you can.
You can try.
Yeah, that is correct. You can
I
certainly
can
try.
hit from where I currently am.
Yes, you can attempt to swing at it.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and swing.
Swing away.
Yes, I do have steering smite on.
You watch as he having gotten back up and now being healed, now being even stronger, having the druidic magic of Ataraxia fuel him. He stands up, ready to use his weapon, custom built for destroying extraplanar creatures. He swings it overhand to cleave off a significant chunk of the amalgamation, only for a tentacle to wrap around his leg and completely throw him off balance. A 13 does not hit.
Womp womp.
Everything's a womp womp.
Can I get a womp womp in chat?
Womp womp.
Thank you, chat.
There we go. Onyx, do you have any other actions you'd like to take? You still have Searing Smite on your sword.
No, not the mic again.
Please, no.
No, we're good.
No, they're just
Well,
thinking.
There's nothing for me to do.
Okay, in that
so-
case, you can take a movement?
Yeah, it turns over.
Okay, turns over. Okay, in that case, it is now the Amalgamation's turn. The Amalgamation has only received damage from one source this turn, and it cannot see the echo, so it will target Calyx with 2 pseudopod
Calyx!
attacks.
Ugh.
Calyx,
Do it.
I hope you like Slam, because welcome to the jam. Pseudopod 1. Does an 18 hit you? I don't think it does.
No.
No, it does not.
Yes, so this whiffs the second slam. 21.
Are you kidding?
21 does hit me.
You
Yeah.
take 13 bludgeoning. Are you resistant to cold in any way?
I am not.
Then you
resistant
take a
to cold.
total of 17 damage between bludgeoning and cold.
That's unfortunate.
However, because you were not hit by both pseudopods, they cannot drag you in, and you are not absorbed this turn. The Amalgamation burbles with anger and rage at its inability to consume yet another trespasser, and it ends its turn.
It takes 2 fire damage.
It resists fire. It takes a fire damage.
Deal.
It gets slightly more aggravated at the heartburn you have just given it.
Good.
Brontes, it is now your turn. You can see that through the efforts of your friends, you are making significant progress. This creature is bloodied. What do you do? But you feel yourself running low on magic.
I'm going to target it with a magic missile spell at level 1.
Magic missile, roll 3 missiles. It can't dodge. Okay. Magic missile only gets the +1 once from your magic item because it's still one
Yeah, I
casting.
figured.
So that is a total of 11 damage. 11 force damage. You watch as 3 magical missiles leave Brontes' weapon, and they impact the creature. The force damage is seemingly doing full damage. As it takes a...
I literally shouted this several times, both
And that'll
in
be
chat
all
and
I
not
do.
in chat.
And that is Brontes' turn. It is now another round of combat. Potentially the last one, depending on how rolls go. Cole, what are you doing?
Well, I don't have much options, so I am just gonna use a light crossbow. Oh, you know what? For shits and giggles, why not? I am gonna move. No, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong button. I was gonna try to get further away and maybe see if stealth runs out at like 75 feet, but it's a lot of effort, and I don't think you're gonna let that slide with this kind of monster anyway.
I mean, I gave you a number that you have up until that point deduced. You can absolutely try to test it. That's part of the game.
Well, all right. So then,
Don't forget your distance, though.
so right now, I know. So this
You are
is
currently 35
so
feet away from it.
35. And I can move 30. Can I go this way?
Technically, yes, you can go off the map, but it makes viewing really weird, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
Just
So if
imagine,
I
but I will
go-
say, that is all thick, dense trees that I talked about previously. Using ranged attacks is going to be at disadvantage. It's hard to shoot through. This is the only opening in the forest. That's why you're fighting here.
Yeah, no, I get that. All right, so this would put me at 35, so it would put me at 65.
If you move your full movement in a straight line, you would be at 65 feet away.
And shooting from a disadvantage. And you said I've already shot from 60, though, right?
I'm saying your current deduction is that it can see at least 60.
At least 60.
So 65 would be out of what you've been able to deduce so far. It's unknown territory.
Can I use my? I can use my bonus action before my attack, before my action.
Yes, you can. You can move, sneak, and then shoot if you wanted.
Oh, okay. So then. That's the same distance.
Yes, functionally, because of the diagonal situation.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my my regular my 30 feet. Go to here.
Okay, so you're now about 40 feet away.
Mhm.
Wrong button.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action and move further away. Because I get to go another 30.
So your
correct?
bonus action dashing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you can move another 30.
So if I go to the corner, is that still gonna be?
That is, yeah, it is now 65 feet away.
And is this still in the edge of the woods, or is it?
You are still in. You're still on the map, so you don't have disadvantage from
Right, so
the tree line. Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm going over there.
Okay.
Bonus action. So I'm at 65 feet now.
You are
right?
65 feet away, and all you have left is your action.
All right. Oh yeah, I can't even stealth anyway, but I'll move next time. So crossbow then.
If you'll remember, the last time you used your crossbow, like 2 turns ago, because you casted a spell in between then, you still need to take an action to reload it, because it has loading property.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Okay.
you could you could use your short bow though. You could just switch it out.
What's the distance? I just don't know.
I believe the short bow is 60, 120. So you would,
No, it's also 8. No, it's 80.
Oh, 80. In that case, yes, you would just use your short bow.
Okay.
20 hits. You 60, 65, no advantage. However, Calyx is next to it, and you hit with a weapon attack. You don't have advantage, but I believe you still get sneak attack. So roll sneak. So,
I do?
Yep. So roll your sneak attack dice, which I think is 2d6. You just click it. Instead of clicking the checkbox, you can just click the word sneak attack. It should roll it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to sneak. No, wait.
10 for a total of 17 damage. As the arrow comes streaking out of the woods, Onyx, it flies just through your horns like a precision shot. As you watch as it slams into the head of one of these like undead workers, instantly killing him, and you watch as he completely slumps over and then slowly gets sucked back into the mound. It takes significant damage. And you wonder to yourself, why didn't Cole do that 5 minutes ago? Sigh, it is now your turn. The mound is on its last legs. A child clings to you, now confident that you will succeed.
I have some clarifying questions before I proceed.
I have some confusing answers to give you. Let her rip.
So Wither and Bloom deals necrotic.
Correct.
That means that it is not resistant to necrotic because it took that damage.
It appeared to take all of the damage, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We never vibe checked.
This is also correct.
Not.
That's why.
That's why you almost died. You didn't vibe check.
Yes.
The vibe check was in person.
Fair enough. Any other
So
clarifying
now
questions?
the question is, because that thing is basically made of undead, so if I hit an undead target, like if it hits, it'll also have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, but does that mean just specifically me or my people?
I will clarify, this creature is not an undead.
No, but it has undead things on
It has animated bodies as a part of it. It has assimilated bodies as a part of it that it is controlling. But I will say any spell that specifies like creature type does XYZ to undead would not affect this creature. This creature is a Star Scourge. It is its own classification of creature.
I'd also like to point out it took full poison damage as well.
It did, which is rare in D&D. I will point that out.
I don't have anything that deals poison damage, by the way.
Okay.
Hey, Chaos Bolt.
I just want out because.
Yeah, let me just try one more time with Chaos Bolt.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it hits, I could change the damage.
Yeah, if it hits, you roll it, and if it rolls 5 for lightning, you just change it.
I don't like the way you're talking to me right now.
I'm simply narrating your experience. That is what a DM does.
Yeah, but you are saying it in a way where I can hear the grin in your voice.
What? No. Ignore that.
I don't wanna.
Okay, Cole,
Yo,
can you pick 1, 2, or 3 from me?
2.
Okay.
You need that answer.
Did I hear 2? That means abyssal mitosis. No. That's next turn.
No.
It's gonna be in a second.
Yeah. Yep. Unless she can one-shot this thing, which by all means I encourage.
I can't. Not with this.
Well, now didn't your mind sliver hit last round, so it's a disadvantage?
Yeah, but it has to save, and so it might save this time.
Yeah, but it gets a -4. It doesn't have disadvantage. But still, hey, it adds up, right?
I clicked the thing.
You clicked you clicked it, but you didn't say it. So you're mind slivering again.
Oh.
Just because you need to tell me what you're doing, because otherwise I'm going to start talking and I'm going to start saying things. Then you're going to, well, I didn't mean that, and then I've given away my information.
Oh no, I clicked it.
Okay.
I meant that.
Okay.
This is
in that because you know,
attempt.
like people click like Bronte's click magic missile by accident. I'm not trying to take away people's spell slots. In that case, it will roll an intelligence saving throw. It is not good at those. It rolls a 13, which meets it, beats it, except it still has the -D4, correct?
Yeah.
In which case, it can't roll low. It can't roll lower than a 1 on a D4, which means it rolls a minimum of 12, a maximum of 12, which means it does fail. So it takes 6 psychic damage and then re-ups the -1d4. As you watch, it takes just that little bit more of damage.
Guys, we have another lair action.
Before the lair action, Sigh.
No, don't talk to me.
Do me a favor. I want you to roll me a charisma check.
Oh god. Like just a general.
Just a straight charisma check, not a save.
Please, for whatever god is out there exists in existence, please.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
No.
I had to get her to say yes. Shut up. No, that is
I'm keeping this.
That is perfect. Sigh, you watch as you fire out yet another mind sliver, and you see this creature is beginning to fall apart. Calyx is attacking it, burning it, slashing it. Onyx is trying his best. He's certainly trying his best. He has successfully blocked many attacks with his face, and that is helpful. You watch as Ataraxia uses her druidic powers to stop him from dying every turn, and Cole has run away completely into the woods, but you saw an arrow a few seconds ago, and you're pretty sure that was him. You have this sense, and Brontes is there. You have this sense of confidence in you, and this confidence radiates out of you, and after you fire off that last mind sliver, you look down, and you see the little girl next to you is no longer white with fear. She has her fists balled in confidence at looking at everyone she has surrounded herself with. And you watch as she holds her hands out just like you did. And then you watch as the tips of her fingers turn green. And you watch as a ball of acid flies out of the tips of her fingers towards the amalgamation. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
And it has a 15, but it has a -D4. For 1, gets a 14 and fails, which means you watch as, and this is going to seem really stupid, Flower disappears and reappears next to the mound.
No!
You watch.
Oh, fuck!
You watch as she appears next to the mound. She grows from the blob of acid as it strikes the ground. She manifests as though teleporting. And she deals.
Please be enough.
4.
Oh my God.
You watch as she reaches out and touches the creature, and she deals 4 acid damage as it slightly melts one of the dead guys. And she lets out like a cheer, and she goes, look, I did it too. And then you watch as she melts into acid. Ooh, I moved the wrong token. She melts into acid, And I did it again. I hate that my name tags are overlapping. I'm doing that. And she teleports back.
Oh my god!
That was
And she
really
looks
brave.
really happy with herself. Ultimately, though,
And that's more damage than Onyx.
you watch as the impact of her efforts are not exactly major, but that is certainly something you are going to have to unpack later.
You took off the damage from the 6, right?
I did, yes.
Okay.
And I just took off the 4 from her acid touch.
Cool.
But then,
Good job, Flower. Thanks for...
But then with that, it's everyone's favorite and probably last time. It's time for our lair action. The only person who hasn't done this yet is Sai. Sai, you're gonna roll me. You might have thought I would have said 1d3, but how can you clone a blight that's not there? So 2 is no longer an option. You're going to roll me a 1d2. 1 is 1, 2 is 3.
How do I do that again?
Slash R.
Wait, but didn't 3 just happen? So can't we only have 1 happen?
It has changed because the table has changed because I have removed the options from the table.
Oh.
So shouldn't you just roll a 1d2 and just make it easier?
I just said that. Thank you very much
That's
for
what
doing
he's
my
doing.
job.
Yeah. Okay, slash what?
Slash 1d2. Or slash R space 1d2. A 1 is a 1, a 2 is a 3. It's 3!
Are you kidding?
That's what I'm saying. Didn't 3 just happen before?
It did. But like the whole point is it can't do two.
The table change.
Yeah, the table change.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So it's like it's a refreshed table because otherwise there's no rolling and it would just be me saying 1 happens, but that's not how this works. You always roll for it. So by not leaving a blight, I'll peel the curtain back. By not leaving a blight alive, you have skewed the table, which allows it to double up. And then, not that you knew that was a thing, but that is one of the big reveals. Haha, I got you. Now, more important than that, Calyx, you are 1. Onyx, you are 2. Cole, you are 3. Addie, you are 4. Brontes, you are 5. Sai, you are 6. Flower, you are 7. Please roll me, Sai, a 1d7.
Are you?
That's you!
That's crazy.
Guess what
That's
happens
so crazy.
next? I'm gonna.
That's so selfless.
That's so
But
crazy.
really, that's really crazy.
Sai, you watch as the star-touched amalgamation wittowily
Fuck off.
looks at you.
Fight me. I slap you.
It looks at you,
That-
and it looks into your very soul, and you sense this resonation as though it is aware of you. Please roll a
I reject it.
intelligence saving throw.
But I'm not smart.
As the presence of this star-touched entity attempts to worm its way into your... Damn it.
Fuck you. Get out of my brain.
You feel as though you have felt this presence before. You feel it every night in your nightmares, and you felt it that one time when you were attuning to your orb. This is that disgusting tentacle-covered outreach of psychic influence, and you have suffered through it ad nauseum, that in this moment you are able to channel the resistance you've built, this tolerance you've built in all those rough nights of tossing and turning and almost electrocuting Ataraxia to death, that you are able to push back this force from your brain, and the amalgamation, despite not having a face, looks incredibly upset. And the lair action passes with nothing having happened.
Eat dirt.
Well, that's a first.
Ataraxia, it is your turn.
Kill it, please.
I think I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom again.
Wow, broken record, am I right, guys?
Well,
Says
it's either
you.
that or Ice Knife, and it's resistant to cold damage. So Wither and Bloom.
Wither and Bloom, yeah.
What? Who said it was resistant to cold damage?
It's resistant to cold damage. I'm casting Wither and Bloom.
Okay, click it.
The cold, dead, shambling mound?
What? Impossible. The one that does cold damage when it hits you? Impossible. Okay, it needs to roll the DC 12 Wisdom
Please
save.
fail. Please fail. Please fail.
I'm sorry.
Please
I'm sorry.
fail.
Constitution save.
It still has the minus 1d4. No, it doesn't.
It does not because Flower used it up.
Flower.
But she was doing her best, you know?
She did a good job. She tried.
She did
You know,
more.
that's all we can
She
ask
has
for.
done more damage than Onyx this fight.
That's crazy.
Onyx has.
That's
Yes!
a 5.
Yes!
It takes 9 necrotic damage, and you may choose a creature that does not have full health, and it may roll. Calyx, you may roll 1 hit dice without your con mod, and then add 2. That added your con mod, so subtract 3, sorry. So that's 6 for a total of 8, and then mark off 1 hit dice. And then I subtract 9 from its health.
I love that Sai is just half dragon right now and like literally hasn't used it.
Well, you've stayed like the furthest away possible the whole time because of the whole child thing.
I literally, how could I get any closer with a child?
I know. I'm just saying, like you did it. The only damage you've taken this fight, the only damage you've taken this fight is self-inflicted.
It's from myself, and that is so on brand.
Yeah. Ataraxia, do you have a bonus action?
No.
Okay, then it is Calyx's turn. Calyx, are you going to defeat the first actual boss of the encounter? He says, looking at the audience, who is suspiciously wondering why this boss had no legendary actions as a resistance. But don't worry about that. How do you defeat it?
I'm still waiting for that.
I'm still scared that there's going to be a legendary action.
Yeah. So I'm going to. So because I'm an orc, I can do adrenaline rush, which allows me to take the dash action as a bonus action.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that real quick. And the main reason I do that is whenever I use it, I gain 2 temporary hit points.
Correct.
So I'm going to do that real quick.
Of course, just click it and mark it off.
I'm going to dash over here, and as Calyx goes, he is going to try and stab his sword and kind of run it along the base of the start.
He goes for a sprinting slash. Please roll an attack. And 18 hits. Roll damage. 7 slashing. You watch as it is barely holding on. It doesn't have guts, but the bodies of those it has assimilated spill out of your slash wound, and it is functionally held together by hope and dreams and the influence of the evil entities beyond the stars. What else do you do on your turn? I think I know what you're going to say next.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to have my echo kind of fly up and do a so it's just going to go this way because it isn't affected by it can go 3 dimensions. Yes. It's going to fly up and just try and do a downward slash using my
your unleash incarnate again.
Yep.
Have
do
Echo,
that again.
Have Echo roll for attack. A natural 20 roll damage.
And then I roll an extra 1d8, right?
Yep, 1d8. Maximum damage on the extra d8 for a total of 17 slashing damage from Echo. And you watch as with that final attack, that final upward slash, it almost crosses in places with Calyx's slash. And you watch as the entirety of this giant amalgamation spills out throughout, like it's what would be its guts, and it spills all over the floor in this heaping pile of rot, death, decay, and sinew as it screams and dies. And the star-touched amalgamation with a psychic scream and burble and eventually whimper settles down into a pile and begins to, in places, disintegrate and in places rot before your very eyes, leaving before you a series of dead bodies of the people who never made it back to the logging camp. And that is the end of the combat.
Huzzah.
Sai has a really bad feeling, despite having won.
I can't imagine why you'd have a really bad combat. I have a really bad feeling.
Dude, I couldn't roll a die to save my fucking life today.
You're not wrong.
Quite literally.
Yeah, honestly.
Flower did more than you.
This is also true, and that's very funny. Would anyone at this point like to do anything? Because the corpse of the thing that almost killed you all lies there, defeated.
I want to loot it.
Side checks on Flower.
She looks hyped. This is like the first time you've seen her smile since you've met this child. She's like, woo!
You did a really good job.
That's
Thank you for
slightly
helping.
She is adrenaline junkie rushed. She's like, yeah, we killed it, woo! It's mildly concerning.
She ruffles her hair. Tells her to take it easy because that was a lot for all of them.
She like thumbs you up, and she's like flushed. She's very like you can tell her blood's pumping.
Yeah.
But she also blushes at like the compliment.
Can I?
You go.
Can I investigate the bodies?
The body of the amalgamation or the bodies of the woodsman?
Of the amalgamation.
Okay, roll investigation. With a 14, you investigate through the sifting of the corpses of the amalgamation. And are you looking for anything specific, or you're just looking in general?
Like a core or something?
Yeah, I guess like to see how it works, kind of.
An excellent use of the word core. After a couple of minutes
Wait, really?
Yes, after a couple of minutes of trudging through this like rotted flesh and these corpses and these vines and these tentacles and this black ichor, eventually at its very core you find a singular black pulsating shard with these like dark gray, what almost look like venous structures reaching out throughout the surrounding death matter, and it pulses gently with rage. It is about the size of a pencil.
Make the echo touch it.
Can the echo pick it up?
It's not really. The only thing Echo can do is attack.
Well,
It's not corporeal.
can I sense like magic and stuff on it? Like, can I?
Super evil, super magic.
Oh.
I don't
Okay.
Can I just?
Oh, you
grab
go.
it?
You go.
You grab it with your hands,
Yeah.
of course. I'll roll a Constitution save.
Felix!
I was gonna grab it with mage hand, but I was scared it would still get me. I'm weak.
You are very lucky.
Oh my God.
The DC was 20. As you feel the second you grab the shard and like attempt to pull it out of the body, you feel several dozen needles jet into your hand from the shard as it attempts to inject you with something, and you can feel the shard's influence almost immediately attempt to take control of your hand and then eventually your body, and only through sheer force of will and your orcish constitution and the fact that it is in a weakened state are you able to will it out of your hand and wrench it and rip it off and throw it back onto the ground. And you are reminded in that moment of the whole shtick of the Star Scourge, in that their whole shtick is that they infect living beings and turn them into puppets, which is what happened to the Dragon General, where they had crafted shards that upon entering into another creature ultimately transformed them. And you think it's probably best if you don't do that again.
Yeah, don't touch that.
We almost just had to fight a Calyx.
It wouldn't have been right away,
Yeah.
but probably.
I
do trust you guys to take notes
I
on
would
these
not
things.
touch that.
Yeah.
Can we destroy it?
Or I don't know if it would
Can I have
help
Echo stab
anything.
it?
Do you have Echo attack it?
Would it? Okay.
I mean, well, I'll
Wait,
I'll,
what
I'll
were
be
you gonna
nice.
say? I'm
Yeah,
open to
core what you
ideas
say,
before you try force.
Yeah.
Before we destroy it, question: does anybody think it'd be possibly worth it to maybe have like a higher wizard or possibly look at it if we use like mage hand and put
And like
it in
contain it?
and maybe put it in like Bronte's infinite pouch thing?
Oh, the pocket of holding? But like what if it like ruins the pocket of holding? Like what if it can just like take the pocket of holding and like
Well, do we
Oh,
want
wait,
to just
because-
blindly
Or a
destroy this
living
if we
thing,
can
right?
possibly get information out of it from someone that can quote unquote read it better differently maybe?
it's only living things, right? Like it's not like gonna like take like a not living thing and
We don't know.
You have no idea.
There's a lot
also-
we don't know.
because I don't really want to fight a pocket of holding amalgamation. I think that would suck.
You have watched in your visions multiple circumstances where the shards have been fired at people, and it has transformed living people, and you know that it has transformed already dead bodies. Like if you shoot it into a dead body, the body will reanimate. You have never physically seen, and you have seen that they can be specially made to affect beings with divine protection, like the Dragon General, who are technically not alive, they're divine. You have technically never seen it affect an inanimate object. You have not seen that in any of your visions in the last 7 nights of nightmares.
Well, I have a thought. In the nightmares that I've had, I've never seen it do a thing to not inanimate objects, only dead, divine, and living. So it's
if I use
possible
mage
that
hand,
we
is it
could
gonna affect
contain
me?
it. No, but I feel like your magic is kind of living because it's
Again, I feel like does anybody have like an empty potion bottle or an empty liquor bottle or like a jar or something?
Shove it in a beer can.
Ooh, in fact, give me a few minutes. I do have a liquor bottle on me.
That's crazy.
Will it fit through the neck of the? How big is
It's
it?
about it's the width and length of a new pencil, like an unsharpened pencil.
Yeah.
That's how tiny it is.
Oh.
This
I
entire
had-
this entire gargantuan creature stemmed from a shard the size of
Question.
No.
Question. Would it fit in a bag of sand?
in a bag of sand. Oh, like from your
Yes.
component pouch.
I mean, I have a little bag of sand.
Does it say what is it? How weight? Does it say how much it weighs? Is it like a pound of sand or like 10 pounds?
It does not. It does not specify anything. I'm just. It says little bag of sand.
It says little bag. I'm gonna say not 100%. Like it would stick out the top. I'm gonna say it would not be contained by the sand. No, because it specifies that it's a little bag.
That's unfortunate. I tried.
Does anybody want some liquor? We share this bottle.
I'll definitely take some.
Been a hell.
We'll share the bottle.
Been a hell of a
and
2
then
p.m.
we'll put it in the bottle and put the bottle in bag of holding.
Well,
We just gotta be extraordinarily careful with whatever we do with this because we can't accident. If any of us accidentally touch it, based on Calix's reaction and Psy's kind of
in the
knowledge
bottle.
kind of conveyed to us, yeah, A, bottle can still break. B, someone's got to carefully put it in there.
Question.
Well, we have the
Wait, question,
mage
can it
hand that
break
can
in the bag of
drop it
holding?
in.
like, will it disappear forever? Because it's like 10-minute limit.
What?
No, 10-minute
10
breathing
minutes of
limit.
air.
Limit breathes.
Wait,
I
can
don't.
it-
If from space, I don't think it breathes. I think we should mage hand it into the bottle, cork the bottle, put the bottle in the bag of or pocket of holding,
that's
Ditto.
what I would agree with.
Can
and then we
Brontes
should message
cast-
the king.
Wait, can Brontes cast? Brontes, can you cast your identify spell, whatever it is, without touching it? Can you see if you can discern anything from it?
Are you asking me to ritual cast identify?
Yes.
I will say,
Yeah.
identify does not specify that you physically need to touch the item. So technically, you could attempt to identify on it and treat it like an object and attempt to identify it like an object. That is allowed without touching
You
it.
choose one object
Yeah.
that you must touch through the. Okay, yeah, that's.
Oh,
not
does
true.
it say
You have
must
to
touch?
it.
Oh,
First sentence.
I
You must
never
touch.
read that sentence. In which case, yeah, probably don't do that.
No, I do not plan on touching it.
Dude, if you had said nothing, I totally would have given that to you.
Yeah, I don't want to take that loophole. I mean, it's literally in
Okay,
the spell
well-
description.
We can't leave it here, and we bringing it with us begs the risk of it being stolen and then somebody touching it.
Wait,
also.
why can't
So I
why
have
can't
no
you
idea.
leave it here? Just leave it there.
No.
No,
Yeah, so, guys.
I
the other
use
thing is
I use spray of cards on it.
No.
What? First of all, I don't know enough about that spell. Can you click it so I can read what it does?
Mm-hmm. Why won't you click it?
Conjuration 2. It's a 15-foot cone. Each creature that
Dang,
includes
never mind.
that
I
includes
do
your
not-
allies.
I do not do that.
Okay, see, that's pretty. It would hit everybody because you're all centered
do not do
around
that.
it. Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, no.
Man, that would have been really useful against the
Flash
blights.
it with acid.
I wanted to do that, but I couldn't get close enough with a fucking child.
I'm going to take the bottle from Cole as well and help him drink real
Has
quick.
this been a minute? Do I still have my searing smite on?
You've been talking to you. Let's call it, like, I don't know, 30 seconds of chat. Like, it shouldn't. Yeah, it's sure.
Guys, I'm gonna swing my sword at it. I'm gonna hit it and try and destroy this thing. Because if Brontes can't even identify it without touching it, that means whoever we would try to have identify it is going to have to touch it, which means they will get infected. I think the best option This is the enemy. Let's destroy it. Let's kill it. Let's get it gone.
I mean,
And then I'm
honestly,
gonna-
we don't even know if this thing is listening to us right now. So even if we took it to the kingdom, that would also be bad.
Murder it.
So I'm swinging my sword with searing smite at the thingy, the pencil.
Okay, so please make an attack roll. You do not have
Let's
it.
see if I can actually fucking do something.
You do not
for
have
once.
advantage. An 18 hits. 5. It is extra planar because it's literally the enemy. So 6 damage. Please roll your steering smite
Plus
damage.
searing smite,
Yeah, which is 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah. 2d6 fire. 9, 6, 9, 15.
That's 15.
15.
15 fire. You slam your sword down onto it, and you watch as the fire seemingly like licks off of the surface of the shard, its existence in the cold, ozoneless vacuum of space, giving it some sort of resistant to heat and destruction. You feel your fire do less than it should. It remains on the ground, severely cracked, shattered, and vibrating.
And I use acid splash on it.
Wait, question. So you said fire damage, but my sword is magical damage.
Yeah, and so is your
Fire is
spell.
still an
Your
aspect
spell
of
is
your
fire
spell.
damage.
Fire damage, 6 magical. I just want to make sure
I'm aware.
that's...
I'm aware. And then the fire
Okay.
damage, you already knew it was resistant to fire. So you use fire damage, it's
Right.
halved. And then you only did 5 slashing, which is like a super low roll. And then you only did 1 force, which is the lowest possible roll. So all things considered, it didn't even break, it's got 15 health. I'll tell you, it's got 15 health. And you didn't roll 15. It's barely alive because it resisted the fire, and you rolled shitty on everything else.
We
So
start
it
finding
can
hit
be-
something.
Cool. Acid
So
splash.
it can be destroyed. So we should destroy it.
Well, it sounds like Brontes is casting Acid Splash before you guys had this conversation. So Brontes, it can't roll a dex save because it's immobile, so it fails automatically. So please roll your Acid Splash damage. 6 for 6. So it had 6. Half of 9 is 5. So that's 11. 6 damage. So that is more than 4. It is neutral to acid. So you watch as the acid from your magical weapon strikes what is left of the shard. You watch as it bubbles and mixes into this vitriolic puddle that eventually destroys the shard, and you hear cyclically this one final weak scream in the back of your minds until it eventually fades out into a dirge of silence, and the shard is no more.
Sorry.
I thought we were gonna
Good
try to figure
riddance.
this out differently.
Sai falls on her ass and is like, this is...
And now the fight is over.
So the thing,
Good riddance.
great. So it has a core that we have to battle through all of this disgustingness to get to in order to actually, like, destroy it.
Without accidentally touching it.
Without accidentally touching it or becoming a part of the whatever conglomeration of monster. Amalgamation.
And now that it's dead, you never need to say the word again. So no more of the saying it wrong nonsense.
Yes.
There's only There's only one star-touched amalgamation, so it's gone now.
I'm saying this as Sai.
Yeah.
I really, really wish I could go to sleep. I wish.
It's 2 p.m.
I wish.
Let's
Okay,
just.
guys. Oh, sorry. Bronze
Sorry,
Path,
can I-
Alex, go.
Can I? Is there any like identifiers on the workers or anything like that, just so we can like show we found them?
They don't have like name badges or anything, and their bodies are they've only been going missing over the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. So they're not like super decayed. Most of their faces are pretty intact with the exception of the ones that you guys destroyed with like magic and spells or shooting them in the head with a super powerful sneak attack arrow, that you think like it would be kind of hard to recognize them, but once you look through all the ones that are intact, you could probably rule all those guys out. If you brought like Chief or someone here or brought the bodies back, you think they could probably identify them fairly easily.
Okay.
But they don't have like, this is a very like, not off the books, but it's very like low intelligence camp setting. They don't have like ID badges or anything like that. They're wearing cloth clothes. They weren't even given uniforms. This is very like, we are poor and we know nothing, but we can cut down trees, so we'll take pennies on the dollar to work.
Is there anything else in the pit or no?
Do you go into the pit and investigate?
I'm not going to go into the pit, but I'm going to look down.
Okay, so you're going to the edge of the pit. You look down. You see what is probably somewhere between a 60 to 75 foot deep pit. It is very dark at the bottom, but luckily the sun is still overhead, so you can illuminate the bottom. The bottom is stained black.
Does it look like an impact crater?
Roll an intelligence check, because Calyx's knowledge
boy.
of astral phenomenon is pretty low.
Just straight intelligence, no arcana,
straight intelligence. It's have you ever seen a meteorite crater before, basically? You have somehow read a book once or something that you were like, when a meteor hits the ground, it drags and it does XYZ. I'm not an astrologist or whatever. You are fairly confident that this is a perfectly centered hole. In the center is it in the exact middle. This looks dug by hand or by some type of advanced machine, like magically. It was not a natural phenomenon. Like, there's no drag marks, there's no direction to it. It looks like someone dug a giant hole, like from like specifically here with this in mind. Like, it was a man-made creation.
It was a man-made creation.
Well, like something with intelligence was like, I am now going to dig a hole starting where I am standing, and then dug a hole. It's like there's no angle. It's not like, oh, it flew in from space and crashed and dragged and then filled in. It's literally a perfect circle.
His hand.
Okay.
Does anyone investigate, like, because I know she investigated or actually investigated the body of the amalgamation. Is anyone Is anyone actively like investigating the bodies, like touching them, like of all the dead people, or are you just looking at them?
Sure. I'll investigate them.
Okay. Roll investigation check.
Watch this be terrible. After all that fighting we did, Sai is just not in it. So if this is terrible.
14 is good enough. DC was 10. You root through all the different corpses. It's probably about 24, maybe 16 dead bodies that are recognizable, that weren't completely assimilated and destroyed. And you find about 14 gold in mixed coins on the bodies of the fallen. You think this was probably their meager pay for however many days of work they did, and they never got a chance to spend it.
Hey, Calyx?
Yes?
Can you take this? I think this is the money that they were paid to do this job before they were,
Murdered? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there anything else I noticed, like, particularly relating to, like, knowing maybe, or, like, evidence of something that might have been here that could tell me what caused?
With a 14, some of the bodies that are the oldest looking have, like, black veins and, like, weird bulges, and it almost kind of looks like that's the same, like, kind of black that Calyx's hand looked like for just a second when he went to touch the shard. You think that if left unchecked over time, the shard was trying to make copies of itself, and it was trying to infect the already dead bodies to make more. You don't know if it would have been amalgamations, but to make more actual Star Scourge, like to create more of the race, as opposed to just like controlling the blights in the area.
Can I, like, 100%, like, check one of the bodies to make sure it didn't do that? Or are you telling me, like, that it just,
It looks like it was in the process, but I will allow a medicine check if you want to, like, dissect all the veins to make 100% sure that there isn't, like, a tiny pebble of a shard.
Sure. This is gonna be awful.
With this, you all watch as Sai, like, minces up a guy's leg. He has, like, these black veins. With a 6, you don't see anything that resembles that, like, pencil-shaped structure. Like, there's a little bit of black goo that comes out of the veins, but there's nothing solid in it. But you feel pretty confident with a 6 that it's probably nothing.
I'm gonna cover Flower's eyes while that's happening.
Flower is still, like, on cloud 9, and she's like, yeah, cut his leg off.
I know.
No.
She walks over and she's like, do you want to help? And she goes to, like, you watch as her hand gets coated in acid again.
Well,
and she's like, goes to, like, melt his leg off. And she's like, do you stop her?
About that. How do you do that?
Yeah, like, where's that magic come from?
She looks at you confused. Magic?
Yeah, because that's what I do. I can do that. And then Sai, I guess, kind of, like, does, like, a little, like, light show on her fingers.
She holds out her hands and she goes, I just do it. And then she holds her palms out, and you watch as, like, from her pores, like, sweat, her acid just starts pouring out of the palms of her hands and like dripping onto the ground. And as it touches the grass, it just sizzles like instantly, like caustically, vitriolically. Very strong acid just kind of leaks from the tips of her hands.
What the hell?
Cole wants to investigate the minion bodies.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Also, how much gold was in that pouch?
14 total. And that's not in a pouch. It's like one guy had 5 copper, one guy had a silver, one guy had 3 silver. It's a total of 14 gold in mixed coins. It looks like you took all of their paychecks that they never got a chance to like send home. They had it on them when they were eaten. With a 19,
nice call.
With a 19, you go through all of the blights and you notice that it seems like in all of the blights there is also evidence of that like black gooish ichor that kind of runs throughout. Like they're plant based, and you know that like the capillary action of plants when they uptake liquid, it like distributes it throughout the body so they can photosynthesize and stuff. With a 19, somehow you know that. It looks like evidence of they may have uptaken some of the ichor of this creature, and that gave the creature some level of dominance over them, some level of not true infection, but control, mental control, because these are typically very stupid monsters, and it was using them as like almost hands, minions, to get people, intelligent creatures here, to then, it would seem, what Sai said, to then eat them, assimilate them, and then slowly infect them and turn them into actual minions. It seems like this was a sort of multi-step Ponzi scheme.
Okay. But now my concern is, because if it's a hive mind, does that mean the shard could technically contact and communicate with others that are elsewhere, so that it just like learned everything that we just did to it? Now it's gonna change its resistances to future battles against us?
100%.
He says confidently.
I had a question. It was along the lines of what Sai did with her medicine check.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Could I ritual cast detect magic to see if there are any shards or anything around?
Absolutely. It takes about 10 minutes, so we'll say that all the
party is good with it.
We'll say the medicine check and like all the conversation around the medicine check and like the conversation with Flower is like 5 minutes. So also you have like 5 more minutes on the ritual cast of detect magic, and then so they have 5 more minutes of chatting.
I use prestidigitation to clean Onyx up.
Thank you.
Important clarification. Onyx, you came out of that mound disgusting. Like you were pulled out of a mass grave, covered in rot and ichor. You are magically clean, and still you feel dirty. You feel like you could bathe in acid and still feel dirty. You feel disgusted.
I know that's not a lot. It probably doesn't help, but it's the best I got.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You should clean
Calyx.
Calyx's
Thanks, you too, for helping me.
I can do that too. I can do it for everybody.
For healing me, and Calyx for pulling me out of there.
Yeah, no problem.
Calyx.
I don't know why my sword just didn't seem to do any damage today.
Yeah,
the Flower
the sword's fault. That's what it was.
I guess I also use prestidigitation to clean up Calyx.
While Sai does that, Flower is actually gonna like trot over to Ataraxia, and she's gonna like jump up, and she's gonna like, she's doing the same thing where she's like all excited, and she's like, "Did you turn into a spider?" Because she's never seen you do that before, and she's like amused.
I'm gonna smile and go, yes, I did.
And she'll go like, "Can you turn into anything?" She asks inquisitively.
Not anything, but a lot of things.
And then she'll be like, "Can you turn into a cat? I never got to have a cat."
I don't have D&D Beyond in front of me, but I'm pretty sure I can.
And then she asks it like, "Can you please turn into a cat now?" She would like you to be a cat now. Is how she's asking it. She doesn't know what that means, so you might need to explain that.
Rest. Yeah.
Enough magic left right now to do that, but maybe after we get some sleep and I can restore that, I'll try.
She looks really disappointed. She's like, "You promise?"
Yes, I promise.
And she'll hold out her pinky.
A pinky swear. You have to make good on that one, Addie.
I'm gonna wrap my pinky around hers and pinky swear it.
Dude, if Addie, I'm writing this down. If Addie breaks this pinky swear, I'm dealing psychic damage to her.
Oh my!
And then you'll pinky swear.
We're literally gonna waste one of her freaking things on it one day. We're gonna need her to be an extra freaking animal.
Well, I had to waste fucking 7 of my lay on hands today to save your life, which would have really have been helpful.
I blame you. Literally blame you.
I will say, after this little cute moment with Flower, Brontes, you finish your spell, and with the Detect Magic, you detect no evidence. Now, granted, you never cast Detect Magic on the shard before you broke it, so you don't know what the shard looks like what the magical signature looks like. But what I will say is you do not detect a magical signature of any creature that is not your friend's, except this is technically the first time you've cast this spell within 30 feet of Flower.
Yep.
So when you look at Flower,
I was also thinking.
when you look at Flower, she looks similar to, but not the same as Sai, and that it appears Flower is somehow innately magical. But it's like a different. It's like a different flavor. It's like Sai is very like blue and bright and like lightning flavored. You could say.
Sounds like lightning.
She's giving off this like greenish orange flavor.
Explains the acid.
Yeah, but you don't get like a school of magic. It's not like, oh, she's a transmutation wizard. Like, it's not like that. It's just a bunch of magic pouring off this kid, and you're like, this is a lot of magic for a 6-year-old. Like, she looks like Sai, and Sai is 20-something years old, and has developed her powers over from when she first awakened them to now, to the point where she can like manipulate them into specific spells. Flower seems to have the same capacity for magic, but it literally pours out of her body because it's clearly not refined.
And so I teach her how to use her magic.
Oh yeah, one roll, and we'll get over the course of time. Sure, I mean probably not right now.
Yeah.
So also, I'd like to ask, why did you just go ahead and destroy the shard when we were?
Hold on, I'm not done with the detect magic stuff. Hold the pin in that.
Oh, sorry.
You also detect on the edge of the like maybe 10 feet down in the pit. You detect a magic signature of an item.
I don't like that.
It gives off enchantment magic. It's been enchanted in some way.
Then I will relay that information to the party members of both, that I can sense that there is some form of magic coming from Flower, as well as the enchantment magic that I can sense down the cliff.
What's the range on a mage hand?
On what?
On a mage hand.
I think he has Mage Hand Ledgermane, so it's like 60 feet, and it's invisible if he wants it to be, but he can make it visible.
I
can go down into the pit.
I put the basic description in.
I could just use mage hand.
It's 10 pounds.
It's safer.
You don't know how much it weighs.
We can try. Down there.
Well, does anyone
No,
does anyone try to perceive what the item might be before
Can
we
I try
pick
and
it up?
perceive? Can I try and perceive
Okay.
it?
Roll a perception check to look into the pit to try to find the item.
This is when it's going to be terrible.
17 is fine. You see partially buried under some of that like black, like there's this like this whole pit has this black color to it. It's impossible to tell what it is without like touching it and experimenting with it. It just looks like midnight black. And then but peeking out, you see a different color black. It's like if the entire pit is midnight black, this little thing peeking out is onyx black, and it looks like it has a sharp corner. And it's, you notice with a 17 you can tell it's some kind of book. And it looks as though, like, despite the fact that it's in this pit, it's not dirty at all.
There's a book down there.
Okay.
Maybe it's related to this, like a spell book or something. But I don't really trust whatever the rest of this black stuff is.
You are with a 17. You are fairly confident the book does not weigh 10 pounds or more. So you are confident.
I think you could probably use Mage Hand to grab it, Cole.
All right, I'll try to bring it up.
Okay. You use Mage Hand and you attempt to pick up, like, pull this book out of the dirt and pick it up.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pull it up and bring it up top first. I'm not gonna put it in my regular hand.
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying like you're pulling it out of it's like lodged in the dirt, and you're gonna try to pull
I'm
out
trying
and float
to
it out of the pit.
unlodge it and bring
Yeah.
it up to
Okay,
us.
because you have Mage Hand Legerdemain, you can do like dexterous things like that without even doing a check. Because it's not like you're trying to do it sneakily. You're just doing it with dexterity. So you very easily do it over the course of like a minute. You kind of wedge it out without ever actually going into the pit, and you see this book float up to you. Brontes, when you see the book, this is definitely the source of that enchantment magic, and you as a wizard would know this book is itself not magical, and in fact you could see that it's been damaged to some degree, either by being in the mud or having been damaged at some other point. What's magical about it is that there is an arcane lock on this book, a spell that you could theoretically learn if you had a scroll in time, that it is magically sealed to this book with an arcane lock that you can a regular person can't open this book. Like even someone as strong as Onyx using 100% of his force could never pry the page of this book open. It's magically sealed, and that's what you detected.
Brontes, you know what's going on with this? Is this the magic?
I'll relay that to Cole as he gets the book out of the pit.
So how do we get it open? Like, I don't have a knock spell. And that didn't even work. That's only for regular stuff.
Knock would work on arcane lock.
Oh. Well, I don't have that, so
Brontes you don't have the spell arcane lock, right?
No, I do
In
not.
that case, just roll a Arcana check to see if you can remember the specifics of the spell, because you don't have it memorized. It's not in your book.
Yeah, that's shit.
It's a first level spell, so an 8 is enough to know that it's breakable because it's a first level spell. It can be dispelled with dispel magic fairly easily. It can be obviously knocked if you use the knock spell. Knock is a higher level spell. It's a second level spell. It automatically unlocks locks. So even though it's very loud, so that would work. You also know that you have heard of people lock picking arcane locks, but it is notably more difficult than lock picking regular locks. And depending on who casted the arcane lock, sometimes there can be traps in the magic of the lock if the person who casted the spell was particularly skilled, though they are uncommon.
I want to try to unlock it.
Well, now I'm gonna relay to the party that it can be broken with simple or higher level spells, but if our resident rogue over here wants to try and break into it, if he feels like good enough, he could do so if there's no traps.
well, be careful.
It's his choice.
Very-
If he wants to try, he can try. It's all in his.
Well, the last time we
ballpark
talked
now.
as a group, while two people were discussing, somebody else just did their own thing. So I mean, just saying.
Well, I mean, anything's hittable if you roll high enough.
Except
minus
for the big
the
monster
fire.
from Onyx.
All objects are technically have an AC.
All right, Brontes, you think this is? You said this is possibly pickable.
It's gonna be more challenging than your typical lockpick, and if depending on who casts the spell, they could have weaved traps into it. But it's all up to your.
Do you think I could die in one shot if I open this thing?
The world only knows.
You will.
I don't
is
know
not,
who put the spell
yeah.
on the book.
It is not impossible to weave like lethal spells into a lock like this, but it is extremely expensive and extraordinarily rare. Like you doubt that.
Depends on the wizard.
It depends on the wizard. Like if this wizard was rich and crazy, yeah, sure that maybe there's a fireball in the lock, but the amount of money, the amount of money you would need to spend to do that can't be the value of whatever's in the book. Like the book just can't be that valuable. It's unlikely to be that valuable.
What kind of book is this? If we open it, is it a spell? Like,
would you like to investigate the book?
The only sense of magic I get is from the enchantment.
Investigate the book. You roll to investigate the book.
Me or Bronte?
The person who said they were investigating the book, so I assumed it's you. 13 is good enough. You investigate the book. You see up here, it is a typical book. It appears to be a bound journal of some kind. It is it's leather from. It's a weird leather, some kind of animal, hard to say. Dyed black, and it has a dark blood red ribbon that is clipped over, and that's what's sealing the book. And the arcane lock is on the ribbon itself to stop you from unbinding the book. And there are no words on the back of the book or on the spine, but on the top it simply says, "It's in my journey with these fools." But and it's written in it's written in common. It's written in common. It's my journey with these fools in common.
Okay. Cole's gonna kind of just wink. Yeah, tell Calix. I'll nod at you. And then I would like to try to lockpick this thing.
Okay, you're just rolling lockpick.
Well, would I roll sleight of hand with that
Well,
too?
it's sleight of hand. But I'm saying like you can do multiple things. So that do you want someone to help you? Do you want to cast spells to make you better at lockpicking? Do you want to? You're not on a timetable here. You could take time.
Guidance.
Yeah, guidance.
I can help you by holding it up while you try to.
No, doesn't work that way. But yeah,
I don't know what.
Okay, so actually, are you casting guidance on him?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, when you roll, you'll get to roll, and then afterwards, before I tell you if you succeed, you can add a 1d4 to it. Is anyone doing anything else to help him?
Just don't want to heal.
How do I help him?
Do you have spells to
In
help
case
him?
this book attacks me.
No.
In that case, you simply watch and hope.
All right.
Okay, in that case,
Sleight of hand?
yeah, it'll be a
I
sleight
believe
of
in
hand.
you. You got this.
Sleight of hand. A critical fail, but you do get
Nice.
to add a 1d4.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Try it.
2.
You suck.
For a total of 11. 11 is too low. You all watch as Cole puts his lockpicks into this arcane lock, and he's like, you could tell it's difficult, because typically he'd feel for like the tumblers, or he'd feel for some aspect of the metal to try to find a weakness, and he's just feeling magical resistance, and you could tell he's uncomfortable doing it, and then you could see like his lockpick moves like way more than he expects, and he looks kind of confused. And then you watch as electricity arcs up the metal lockpicks, and you hit the trap. There was a shocking grasp it laid into the trap of the arcane lock. You were using metal tools, so it hits you, and you take 1d8 electricity damage.
I'm assuming you roll that.
I'm rolling it right now. Yes, I'm lagging. You take 4 lightning damage, and your hands are like shaky, and they feel very numb, like you stuck your finger in an outlet, and you feel very uncomfortable. You can also feel that you feel like the arcane lock is still there. You did not successfully pick it, but the trap that was in there is now gone. So
Oh, okay.
Being
Never
that I'm
mind.
frustrated, I think I want to try one more time.
Now-
Do it.
Try one more time.
Do it.
Guidance one more time as well.
Okay, 23. You
Well,
want
doesn't-
to add a 1d4 to that just in case?
You.
Doesn't that burn a casting spell? A spell?
No,
cast
it's a
Yeah.
cantrip.
spot?
She does it as much as she wants.
She can endlessly cast
That's
that.
like
Up to a minute,
that's like
Sonic.
Oh, it's up to a minute. So yeah.
Yeah, well, or until you use it. So 27. So you hit the power word kill trap next, and you die instantly. I'm so sorry, but no, with it after you watch Cole like lock in on this journal, and it's like it almost wounded his pride when it zapped him, and he almost takes it personally. And he's like, absolutely fucking not. And you watch as he, in like 2 seconds, once he like focuses and he like tones down the ADD for a second, he instantly undoes this arcane lock. Like it wasn't even there. And he successfully undoes and dispels the arcane lock. And it is now no longer locked magically. It is, however, still bound by a red ribbon.
What it is Brontes, you know how to get rid of the shred ribbon?
I believe you just untie it.
Yeah, it is not magical. It's just a ribbon.
Oh, the way you said it's still bound.
Oh, it's a bound leather book. It's bound. You have to untie the bound.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna open it up and I'd like to read it.
You read a book that appears to be a series of very detailed definitions of the rigorous, in-person witness testimony of the breeding rituals of hill trolls. It is disgusting and very gross.
Oh.
Wait. Why? Wait, can I take a look?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Cole, do you let her take a look?
Absolutely.
I take a look.
Okay. Are you just
Pass it around.
are you just reading?
Well, I
From
wanted to,
across
like-
the field, I'm going to inquisite. So, what was that book about?
Investigate further.
Okay, roll investigation. 20. After you're like, fucking troll sex. Who the fuck's writing about that? What is this doing here? This makes no sense. You're like, this is stupid. And then you're like, that's it. And you start staring at these pages. And after you stare at the page for a couple seconds, you're like, wait a minute. And then you start to like exert a little bit of like your own magical presence. And you could see that there is an illusion cast on this book. Once you can see through it, you realize that there was arcane script written over the actual writing of the book to dissuade peepers who would attempt to read it. Once you notice that the illusion is there, it disappears and you can see through it, and you see that this is actually a journal. This is a day-by-day written journal that someone has been taking like daily notes in, and they cast that so that people would not know what they were writing in their journal.
So what does it say?
I am going to send a item to your it'll be in the Roll20, like in like where your items are, and it's going to be labeled damage journal, and you should be able to see it on your sheet.
In my sheet.
Yeah, you'll see it.
All of us, or just Sai?
Just Sai, because she's the one who decoded it.
I didn't get a chance.
Send to
Troll sex.
I don't
All of
think
you
you
watching
can
her
see
get into this
arcane
book.
script.
You didn't see.
She seemed
You
really
didn't
into this
see.
book,
You
guys.
didn't see the arcane script because the enchantment was over the illusion. So to you, it just looked enchanted.
Well, I was more so saying Cole when he was reading the words.
Yeah. He didn't, because he didn't ask me to investigate the words. That's what you needed to say. You're like, I look deeper. If you don't say you look deeper, then you fall for the illusion. That's the shtick of illusory script. You can determine who sees it, and the person who cast this said everyone but me, which includes Cole. It's a very fun spell, and some of you can learn it.
Sai, why are you intrigued in troll sex?
She's always been kind of
I'm
cute.
intrigued for a level up whenever it happens.
Do I recognize the
Level
names
3.
mentioned in here?
Up to you. Do you, the player, recognize those names? If so, yes. If not, I guess not. And then for the folks at home, I will display what she was reading on the screen, because she's reading it silently.
It is. Sai, are you actually reading troll sex
Yeah,
right now?
I am reading it. Sorry, I'll read it out loud. It
Read what
seems
out
to
loud?
be this journal entry, and I feel like everybody who looks over over the shoulder just sees the trolls.
Yes, they would not be able to see through the illusion. So to them,
So
it's just
there's-
handwritten diagrams of like trolls in different positions.
Oh my god.
Sai, why are you into that
It's
stuff?
like question mark. It's like 7 out of 10
Glad I'm not
question mark.
I'm
Flower,
glad I'm not
cover your
inquisiting about
eyes!
these pages of books.
So
Flower, work away, walk away.
So this book is actually enchanted to hide the contents. And it seems to be from somebody from the corpse's hand. Another day, another ridiculous assignment. To think that someone of my skill is reduced to that of an errand boy is an insult most foul. That fool Risen has sunk the hand's initial plan, and now we have to play catch-up. This miserable skeleton of a forest sickens me with its mud and its creatures. However, I refuse to let Ravage boss me around any longer. While I may have been sent here for the idiotic task of recon, I have no intention of doing so. The forest creaks with life and bleeds unnatural magics that only a master mage like myself can detect, and so I intend to travel to the center of the forest and find a long-forgotten mass grave. Once I succeed, I will then march on Fishbane and drag every backwater hick out of their home until I find that traitorous bitch who turned tail once things got hard. She won't be allowed to live, and she will be the first corpse I launch at the walls of Riverton once the time comes. That will be the only solace I find when she had the nerve to interrupt my rituals all those months ago. If all goes according to my perfect plan, then soon it will be it will be I who stands at the top of the hand, and it will be I who ascends as the wielder of the world.
The rest of the journal appears damaged beyond recognition.
So not.
Yeah, that's all I can read.
So
And it sounds. You go.
Oh no, I was gonna say, do you think they're still alive, or do you think they were killed? Do any of these bodies not look like a regular
Nope.
worker?
The only bodies
What
you
was
could
the
tell
name you
are-
said?
What was that?
Ravage.
Ravage, and then March on Fishbane and Riverton.
Because remember, that's probably one of the unnamed members that was not listed in Ezekiel's notes then. Because I've never heard that name before.
Well, it's written in the first person. So like the author he doesn't say his own name.
No, I'm saying the name that was mentioned about Ravage
Is in Ezekiel's notes. It is
not.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It is. I wrote it. I know it's there. It's a parentheses and it says formerly known as.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was
they
not
want-
reading that
so-
far. It's not in parentheses, but I see it
You know
now.
what I mean?
Are
Yeah.
they utilizing the Star Scourge, or was this just coincidence?
No one has still gone in the pit to investigate it, so you don't know.
Okay, well, we might have to go in the pit.
Would we recommend Bronte's maybe going, because your detect magic only does 30 feet, right? Right?
I believe it's 30 feet, yes. And it lasts for like 10
Reading the
minutes.
thing, yes, it says
Yeah.
only 30 feet.
I could be wrong here, considering I'm usually the one that wants to move things along, but would it be smart to go to the other side of the pit and cast it again and see if there's anything else before we just dive in a black hole?
It's still on. It lasts
I mean, it
10
hasn't been
minutes.
10 minutes yet, so I mean, I could just walk the perimeter
you could
of
you
the
could loop
pit.
it if you wanted to.
Take a lap.
Yeah. Do you take a lap around the pit?
Yeah, I'm
lap.
gonna
You
just state
detect-
that I take a
You
lap.
detect no magical signatures within 30 feet of the lip of the pit.
There's nothing within the lip of the pit then.
Okay.
Unless
You
there's
guys
something at
wanna
the bottom,
send-
but because it's like, what, 60, 70
It's like
feet
it's
deep, you
it's
said?
like 75 at its deepest, but it slopes up pretty sharply.
Can anybody fly? Be a really cool thing.
Do you guys want me to
Wait.
go down? Wait, like we would have when we say pit. When you say slope, like we can walk down it, or someone's gonna need to like.
You're gonna
level
need
down?
like rope. It's steep.
Oh, hey, I have that.
So we're not sending the two big people down.
We can't send you because you can't see.
It's not
Probably.
dark in the pit.
It's daylight.
The sun is directly above you. Like the pit is illuminated. The pit is black. It's not
It's stained black.
It's stained black.
Oh.
It-
Well, I thought that
I
meant
don't-
like we.
I'd
Never
be
mind.
scared to send the wizard, but we could send the wizard.
Wait, my rope's not in my bag.
Yeah, but I know you purchased it, so I know you have it because you.
Oh, I got it. 105 feet.
Yeah, you extorted it out of that guy.
Extorted.
You negotiated.
I
I'm
know
sorry,
nothing.
you negotiated it.
Negotiate. I was like, hey, can I buy rope? He's like, just take it and leave,
Yeah.
please. I beg.
Yeah,
you.
but after you brought two bodies and you're like, hey, this is the kids of your employer. Do you want these? And he's like, get out of my store.
Hey, look, he gave them willingly, and I was willing to pay for that rope.
Fair
is
enough,
all
fair
I'm
enough.
saying.
So yeah, it is a 75-foot pit, so you need at least 75 foot of rope. So you have that.
105.
Yeah, so you have plenty. So the question becomes, who's going down?
I will go down.
Okay. So I assume, Calyx, you're tying your rope to Sai, and then Sai is going to climb down the pit?
Unless anybody
No.
else would like to, but I
was gonna say
volunteering
question.
so nobody else has to.
I was going to question also, do we have two sets of rope by anybody? And we can send two people down. Onyx can hold one, and Calix can hold the other.
Or does anybody have a climbing kit by chance?
No.
I have no
Okay.
rope or
Or
climbing.
pythons?
It's
Just
one of
out.
those hidden explorers pack.
Usually not. Usually a climbing kit is its own thing.
It is its own
Let
thing.
me look up the Explorer's Pack real quick. I don't think so. No,
I don't
they
believe
don't.
so.
That has 50 feet of rope, though.
Yeah, you've got rope, but just
Oh.
you don't have like climbing. You don't have like pythons. So someone's gonna have
Yeah,
to. Someone's gonna have to physically hold the rope, basically, which is not hard.
Yeah,
'cause you-
okay.
You have two yoked individuals, so.
We can do
I
that.
do have, but it won't get me to the bottom. I don't.
It'll get you most of the way to the bottom.
Okay.
So if
So who wants to go down and I'll hold the rope and gently lower them?
I will obviously help with Calyx and hold the rope with him.
I
so who's
don't
going
think
with
I
me?
actually need it as long as the person weighs below 500 pounds.
Yeah.
I do
'Cause
not
I
weigh
can
them.
Yeah,
lift-
but what if they get yanked?
Okay, fair.
Or
Well,
what
I'll
if
just
they
about
fall?
shocking grass cantrip, whatever it is.
I love that
Okay.
I love that you say
Shot.
cantrip. Like I love that you say the level of the spell when you say the spell
Listen,
name.
I'm tired.
I cast lightning bolt level 3.
I mean, that is kind of important.
Yeah, right for damage, but it's just funny the way she says it.
All right.
So Josiah is going down, and Onyx and Calyx are holding the rope.
I guess so. Yeah, we don't have enough rope
Just
to send
yeet
another
me in there.
person.
Am I still doing the dragon thing or no? Because that's over now. Because
That was a minute, yeah. So
combat.
that ended basically.
Fantastic.
That ended, and you had like 5 or 6 rounds in that combat. So that ended basically right after you basically use your claws to like investigate the bodies, and you like ripped everything apart to like I'll say you used your claws to do that medicine check, and then they ran out.
Love that nobody commented on it too.
We have so much we have to
There's
talk
a lot
about
going
after
on
that.
right now. So yeah, so you're working your way.
Yeah,
Are you just
toss me in there.
jumping down the pit 75 feet, or are you like trying to
Oh.
like free climb
Rappel.
down?
I guess I'm trying to climb down.
Make an acrobatics or athletics checks of your choice to scale down the side of the pit. It is very steep, though not.
Can they do it with advantage because we're
I'm trying to
supporting
delete
them?
this shit.
They have if they fail, they have advantage on not falling. But a 12 is fine. 12 is fine. You are not particularly quick, but you slowly clamber your way down until you reach the bottom of the pit. Once you are physically in contact with the pit, you realize something very important. This stain, this black stain, is not from the abomination. It's not from anything else. You kind of like run your finger. You look at your hands. Your hands are covered in ash and charcoal. And then you look up at the sheer depth of this pit, and you look up at your friends, and you look at everything around you, and you realize this is not just a hole. This is a mass grave burn pit.
This was the mass grave.
Yeah, this is a mass grave. It looks like hundreds of bodies were thrown in here and incinerated, and then covered immediately, like to the top, with hundreds and hundreds of pounds and tons of soil.
So he already did it. So now he's on his way there. Can I investigate more? Like,
oh, sure. You
do I see
can
anything
do an
else?
investigation.
Okay. Well, that's disconcerting.
Okay.
13. With a 13, you do not find anything else, like in terms of items or anything, but you kind of look at the way the hole is structured and the way everything is layered out, and then also with that, the intelligence and the investigation, you kind of think of the thing you just fought a few minutes ago, and you start to think, you're like, a lot of the amalgamation wasn't the workers. Like, there was only a couple dozen workers. For something that's like 30 foot huge, there was a lot of sinew and a lot of bone and a lot of just like plant matter and also tentacles and like black ichor, and like everything was kind of stained, and you kind of put it together in your head, and you're like, and also it was like hanging out in the hole, and it made this place its lair. You're kind of putting everything together, and you kind of think, you're like, well, I don't think this was a mass grave for people. You think this might have been, because you think back to like your visions, the Star Scourge are infectious in nature. During the battles, the bodies themselves are biological threats that need to be dealt with. You don't know where if this forest was here or what was here 1,000 years ago, but if this was a mass grave for like the cleanup of a battle, they would have probably just thrown every Star Scourge they could without dealing with the cores or anything to risk infection, hucked them in a huge pit, and then dumped oil or like alchemist fire in there, burned them till they were black, and then buried them to be sure that they were dead. Statistically, if this core, the way this Star Scourge was, it appeared to be resistant to fire. If somehow it survived the initial burn, it might have just been dormant here. Just like not enough strength to unbury itself, but not enough to die, and it was almost adapted to a point of like a ton stage for a tardigrade, or like an encapsulation of a fungus, unless of course it was disturbed, in which case it would become opportunistic.
By the guy.
Impossible to say with a 13.
Right.
But that is a theory that your brain, you certainly don't see any holes in that theory.
I don't like that. I guess I don't really, do I detect anything else, like, magic-wise, or, like...
No, just the ambient magics of the lair of this magical creature that you could feel fading over time now that the the person who resides in the lair is now deceased. You feel that evil magic that has just kind of lingered the air, that make the air feel kind of cold. It has slowly faded away over the passing minutes. You think that in maybe a week or so it'll be completely gone, and this will return to a normal section of forest.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Calyx, can you pull me up?
Calyx just begins pulling Sai up.
Yeet.
Do I remember anything from like history, anything that like maybe like indicated where there might be other mass graves like this? I know I'm not very well
You were
read,
never a school person. Like,
yeah.
I almost don't even want to say you can roll for it. Like, just your backstory the DC is basically impossible for you.
Yeah.
That being said, if you wanted to ask someone like Brontes, who is like studied, he would maybe know.
Sure, I'll do that.
Also, too, didn't Sai read stuff in the library, which you've maybe come across something in the?
She read a bunch of stuff, but the stuff she was looking for was specifically reducing to her family name, which ended up being draconic in nature. It wasn't really about like the mass graves and like the antics of the human empire 1,000 years ago. It wasn't that specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you also think this is definitely something that could be like you could go to a library and you could definitely look into this and try to find other mass grave sites. If this is a thing that was documented, that is definitely something you could do. But in terms of like off the top of your head, Sai, you got nothing.
Okay, so one, I relay all the things that I said and also ask Brontes the question that I'm curious about.
Okay, Brontes, give me a history check. As far as you're aware, you heard once that like it was common practice back in after huge battles, whether it was against the Star Scourge or not, to do mass graves if you're still actively going in the battle, because negotiations of like, oh hey, can we come pick up all our dead, our fallen, was almost always some kind of trap to like create more death and destruction. People became very untrusting. So it's, that there are definitely plenty all over the Empire, because the Empire has fought thousands of battles over its existence. But in terms of like mass graves with this kind of like setup of like why it would be interesting to the corpse's hand, or what would be in it, or whether they were Star Scourge related, you've got no idea.
So this guy's already on his way to Fishbane. If all of the information that we've gathered is correct,
He could already be there.
he could already be at Fishbane. I don't know in what direction Fishbane is in comparison to where we are.
Basically directly south. It's the opposite direction of where you were either going to go south to Fishbane or north to here. It's basically like a straight line down from where you are. Slightly angled towards the east. Slightly.
So he's going to go to Fishbane first and then go to Riverton.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It appears as though that was his plan at the time of writing the journal entry.
This was the mass grave.
Is there any way we can check, can Brontes roll anything to investigate, like how fresh like the ink is per se, and try to get an idea of how long ago this was actually written?
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, do an investigation check to try to like time date the journal. You are fairly confident that this journal is not that old. Damaged enough that, I mean, clearly it wasn't in the person's possession for a while because it got damaged by time and weather. Maybe a couple of weeks on the high end, maybe.
So he would already be at Fishbane then, because it took us 5 days.
Yeah, it took you 5 days to get here, but conversely, it would take him, assuming he was traveling at the same speed as you, probably like close to 10 to get there if he was traveling alone at a normal pace. Just to get there. Mm-hmm. And frankly speaking, if Fishbane was wiped off the map 5 days ago, the fort probably would have told you about it, because they would probably have been dispatched. So
that's my thought process, yes.
Because they are not that far. They are maybe 3/4 of a day's journey from the fort. So if a town was being razed to the ground by an undead army, someone would probably know about it. So you think that, given the timeline of the journal, either he never made it, or he's approaching his plan, or something interrupted his plan, or he's taking his time. It's hard to tell. He
Where
did
it's planted.
so much of this journal is damaged from time. That's the only section you were able to read. There could have been more information on the day before or the day after. It's just that's the section you were able to read, and it's not dated.
Is the book magically repairable if we go to someone at Bronte's camp? Maybe
A spell like
Is that
mending, a spell like mending could fix the book, but you know that the ink on the pages is not part of the book. So all it would do is recreate the pages, but they would be blank.
Well, firstly, I think we should probably go back and let the logging camp know that everything is set. You're in tell Fang that we. What do we even tell Fang? What do we even do? We can't even. Oh no!
Walk into Fang's office, put your hand on her shoulders. Fang, we are so fucked.
We are fucked.
You do not want to go in there. Points at Forrest.
Hey, Ophis.
Yes.
Above board, would this be too far of a stretch with the mending with the book? You said the ink's not a part of it, but would it repair the pages where you could possibly still see indents from what was previously written?
No, because it would mend them to a point of being new, so it'd be like fresh pages basically.
I didn't know if it would like have a memory of the
No,
paper,
no, it
like
doesn't.
how
It's like a reconstruction spell. Like it would be
okay.
like if you put two pieces of fabric together, it would basically turn it back into a fresh piece of
Yeah. I figured it was a stretch, but it was worth an ask.
It's a smart thing to ask, but generally that's not the way the spell works. That's one of the because it's a cantrip. That's one of the downsides. It's that it's hard to get more information other than it's mainly for like I fix things around camp, like some maintenance type stuff. It's hard for information.
I didn't think you'd kind of give us anything like that, but don't know much.
Well, I'm just gonna, you are things in your possession that are far more powerful than the mending spell when it comes to gathering information.
Oh, I have a ring. That's a problem I gotta think about.
Does Cole say that out loud?
No.
Oh, damn. It would have been so funny if Sai's like, we have no idea where this guy is. And Cole's like, no, I have a ring. I should probably think about that. And then just goes silent and doesn't do anything.
It doesn't say, yeah.
Cole's gonna just start kind of just trying to think about things in his head a little quiet. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna.
There's certainly a lot to take. There's certainly a lot to take in. There's a lot of information here.
We should, settle down for a short rest maybe or something because that was a lot of things.
It was a very eventful 45 seconds, that's for sure.
That's crazy.
Right? That's how powerful you guys are. You guys did all that shit in less than a minute.
And it took us 5 hours.
I don't feel powerful.
Well, that's just because you missed all
4
your
hours
spells.
4.5, almost 4 hours in real life.
I told you guys it would be like a 2-session fight.
46 seconds. That's ridiculous.
I probably closer to 36 actually. I think it was 6 rounds. Yeah, I think it was 6 rounds of combat, so it'd be 36 seconds.
Oh my god.
And I got to do my fun thing, which is fuck you guys mentally with stolen memories. Which was the whole.
I have a question about the stolen memories. Actually, like,
and I'm not going to answer it.
I was gonna say, there's no way he answers anything about it. That's the whole point of him being excited.
I just didn't know if I'm supposed to remember it. Do I still remember that, or or is that memory gone from my brain?
So it wormed its way into your mind, locked onto a memory, forcibly made a copy of it into its own being. Like it assimilated the memory and made a copy, and it knows everything you know about that memory from your perspective. So everything So for instance, hypothetically, if it never did, you guys are so fucking lucky that it didn't get that a day further enough back that it could be there for like the meeting with the king or something. You got very lucky, but it would have gotten everything that you heard and saw from your perspective for like an undeterminate amount of time, right? So if it was like, oh, I get to see how the king fights, it could be like I take the memory of that sparring match you did with the king, and then it would know what the king can do in terms of combat capability, right? And that, or like it took your thing, right? Like if it took like your meeting, well, it did, but you don't know it, like the meeting in Steelmaw, it knows everything that Ataraxia would have heard. So, like, if Ataraxia talked to Sai about something private, it would still know because Ataraxia heard what Sai said in response.
Yeah.
But it's dead now, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes, we do.
Totally don't have to worry about it.
Wipes hands, and we never saw from it again.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink. So are we short resting?
I would run back to the place and see if we can crash at a logging camp.
You want to try to go back through the forest without healing?
Yeah.
I think we should just short rest.
I mean, it's only 2:00.
Yeah, it's 2:00 and it takes an hour to short rest. So you'd be on the road.
I'm also
at 3
gonna
o'clock.
say we've been doing this for.
I'm trying to set up the cliffhanger. Shut up. I know.
Okay.
It's fucking 10 o'clock. That's why I'm asking.
Sorry.
I think we should short rest.
Short rest.
I guess we should short rest.
So the party short.
I'm gonna short rest over here, away from the bodies.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not dealing with it.
Does anyone light any sort of fire, or does anyone like? How are we relaxed?
Nah.
I don't have a picnic blanket. This is upsetting.
Darn, we're gonna have to get that at the next store.
No picnic basket.
Picnic basket. Hey, boo boo. Everyone left Onyx all alone in the corner. He doesn't get to rest with us.
We can't exactly pick him up.
Yeah, well, he's.
Onyx? Is that
Remember, he tolerates you guys, so he doesn't care. See, look, I knew Onyx would come around. He's sitting next to Flower.
Oh, no,
Fuck away
She
from
looks
that.
up at you, and you walk away, and she gets sad that you walked away from her, and she has like a frown now.
That sucks. She doesn't even like
How
us.
did I didn't know I could move.
Why did I get moved?
I didn't know I could move someone else. Oh, I can move yours because I have your character.
Yeah, because I gave the last time that you played with him that he wasn't here. In that case, after a climactic battle with what is apparently, according to our best assumptions, a leftover fragment of a long, almost entirely depowered dead shard, no bigger than a pencil, of a iota of the menace that our party soon finds themselves facing. After coming to those conclusions and gaining new information about new activities that the Corpse's Hand may be taking or may have already taken, as well as new discoveries about our team's looks at small 6-year-old child, newly secrets uncovered +1. They sit down and they begin to rest, recovering their health and energy for what is almost certainly bound to be a very, very, very long day. Until next time.